Here we go. Alright. Stream time. Let me fix this slightly down. Push this over a little bit. That will be the building area. And for today, it is this Creator 3-in-1 set. I will be building the Panda first. And then in some weeks' time, I'll build the other two. Oh, that's a lot of stuff open. Let me, 1 second, this is going to affect the quality of said stream. If I keep these things open, let me go back into this. Oh wow, cool, now I'll just have myself, I'm watching myself the entire time pretty much. Let me push this thing away. 1 second, there we go, that's a bit better. So I don't have myself on 2 screens at once. Bit much. Alright, so. Oh, this is not the correct thing. This is YouTube Studio. YouTube. Alright, so this set's got 626 pieces. It's the biggest one of the bunch. It says it's live, which is good. Let's see if it is. It is. Looks a little bit fuzzy. Alright. So. Alright, 3 instruction manuals, I'd assume. 1 for each build. Looks like Orca is the smallest. This one's definitely the thickest instruction manual. You can for sure feel it. I'm going to be building the Panda today. And we've got the Penguin and Orca for another time. 5 eggs. Alright. I'm assuming this build, I really haven't built all that many Creator 3-in-1 sets in the last little while, but I would assume that the main build uses all the parts and most of it, and we'll see on the secondary one how that is. Alright, there's a little bit of LEGO news this week, I think. Is there? Well, I guess bigger things. There's Ninjago Season 3 trailer that's out, which I watched and enjoyed. I really need to keep these things further up than they. Alright. Your teal wood separator, and on to the build. Oh, these are the clear lightsaber blades. Those are cool. Alright. The Panda. The Creator Expert animals, or Creator 3-in-1 animals, have looked very, very nice the last little while. The giraffe, the fox, all quite, oh, this is the little baby panda. So each one of these builds has an adult version of the animal, and then the baby version of the animal. The penguin one was definitely the one that I am most excited for and will build at some point. I quite like the penguin one, but this one's nice as well. The panda or the penguin definitely stuck out to me as one I was quite excited for. But I like this one, and excited to see how it turns out. The last Creator 3-in-1 set I would have built, I believe, would have been the camera from last year. I should have scheduled this stream. That probably would have helped it a little bit. Yeah, but I just started it, and we'll see how that goes.
but this guy's definitely going to be quite small, I think, from the look of it so far. But I'm excited to see this one. This is my first of those Creator 3-in-1 animals. And yeah, I think I'll definitely get the other ones at some point before they retire. I think they look quite nice. I believe though for Lego Star Wars, doing a quick switch over, did have some rumors this week of like a full list of items for the rest of the year. And the MTT might have had new information. I don't think covered that last week. So that's something. 10 battle droids, Aeloskura and Bly, or at least 10 battle droids, which seems interesting. Clone Wars style MTT is exciting, even though I do believe those are supposed to have supers and not just regular battle droids. I believe that's correct, but I'm excited for that one. I'm interested to see it, and it's the first time we've got it, which is always exciting for something new, for a theme that's been out for a while. Getting things new are always quite exciting, and yeah, I'm excited to get that MTT when it comes out. It should be a interesting set, and I think the other sort of new one was potential play scale Jango Fett's Slave One, which doesn't seem like it's, I don't know, it doesn't seem as out there as certain things. It hasn't really been as confirmed as a rumor can be. It hasn't been that yet, but we'll see. I think that's a interesting set to get. I don't know if Obi-Wan's Starfighter is still for sale. I'm sure it's retired at this point, but I don't know. Would have been nice to sort of have that one on shelves at the same time. They definitely seem like they would have fit well together. But I'm excited to see that if that set does come to fruition. But this baby panda is coming together pretty nice. It's looking good, and alright, a little bit of bamboo with the little fella, and a leaf if I can find it. There it is. Pushing everything out. There we go. Second arm on the little panda, and the head. One set that I'm quite excited to see that's rumored for the year is the buildable battle droid. Quite excited for that one. I must say though, there seems to be just way too many buildable character sets this year. Like you've got the Ewok, you've got Chopper, you've got a battle droid, and then of course you have 2 helmets as well. And that just seems like a lot of buildable things and on playsets for the year. And then of course there's that battle pack, which seems more and more confirmed with the 332nd. Is that correct? I don't think it is. No, I don't even know. The yellow guys. Should be exciting. I think that's an interesting legion. Getting a new Aeloskura is exciting as well. Definitely seems like some Felucia themed sets. I'm hoping that the battle pack has a little bit of a some scenery for Felucia, and same for the MTT itself, but at the same time probably wouldn't mind the MTT just being just the build. That's all the piece count goes towards, but I feel like it's been a while since we got a nice scenery playset. Of course, the feels like the last one would have been Yavin, but I find those are always some of the most exciting Lego Star Wars sets, and definitely the ones that interest me the most. Yavin, Vader's Castle, I thought were all solid sets that I really enjoyed. And I think the rumored piece count for the, or minifigure count for the Death Star was like 40, which I like the number. And I also like the fact that there just doesn't feel like there's that many characters you can reuse in the set, which is exciting, which would mean like there's actually some like cool exclusive characters in the set, which I think that's gonna be, I don't know if that comes to pass. Like, you definitely need a lot for that set for people to be interested in it, because it just costs so much, and it'll be interesting. Oh, it looks interesting. Quite. I definitely want to pick it up. I quite like the look of it, and I don't know if I'll buy it March 1st. I think there's a few other things I'm sort of hoping to end up buying March 1st, or will be buying March 1st, that I don't know if I'm going to get that one day one. But it seems like a really good set. I think the only not great thing about it is you've got the gray stickers right at the front of the helmet, which I usually tend to have no issues at all with stickers, but in the last little while, those gray stickers definitely haven't looked great, and I'm assuming, and it's going to be the case with that set. So as nice as the set looks, I think those gray stickers right at the front of the helmet are going to take away from it, just because the gray color isn't going to match perfectly, which will be a little bit disappointing, but it looks cool. I'm also excited for Kylo Ren's helmet as well. I think that should be an exciting one as well. Yeah, for sure. I think that definitely sounds like a good setup. And yeah, I really like I quite like the helmet. I just, knowing how gray stickers have been in the last little while, I'm a little hesitant to what the set will actually look like in hand. But from the pictures, it definitely looks really nice. I have all the helmets as of that have released so far, that I definitely want to get this one to continue that collection, but yeah, it's a nice set. I think it's the only Star Wars set of March 1st, which is definitely a bit strange that it's just one-off set, but it's an interesting release calendar for Star Wars this year. But it's definitely not the March 1st set I'm most excited for. I think that would probably go to the Speed Champions Formula 1 sets. Very excited for those. I have those pre-ordered, so those should ship March 1st, and they'll be fun to put together. But there's also some Ninjago sets for March 1st that I'm quite excited for. But the AT driver helmet definitely was. I think it surprised me with just how good it was. I thought it was quite good. I think they have definitely a very similar shape with the TIE Fighter pilot, and they changed it up for this one, and I think for the better. I feel like when those helmets got first revealed in 2020, I think it would have been 2021, whenever those first ones came out, there was definitely some criticism for the Stormtrooper and the TIE Fighter helmet, and there's not, I don't think, as much for that AT-AT because it's just well designed. But funny enough, the TIE Fighter helmet is now just stupidly expensive for really no good reason. But yeah, the Summer Wave is definitely definitely interesting. It's an interesting year for Lego Star Wars. It seems it's definitely a lot of buildable characters. Um, my next Star Wars set that I'm for sure gonna be buying is the UCS Django's Slave One for May. Quite excited for that one. But the buildable battle droid, I think I'm really excited for, and I hope that one turns out well. The MTT sounds exciting, and I think the Clone Trooper Battle Pack seems to be an interesting one. It's getting to a point where we're definitely going to have almost every Clone Legion. I guess it's just Wolf Pack at this point for like the main big legions of clones, so that's exciting. I definitely think I'm in a boat where I'd rather see Phase 1 stuff at this point, but definitely seems like they're sort of leaning into Felucia when it comes to the MTT and then that battle pack, which is exciting because it feels like it's been a while since they did that. Like 2019, I think it would have been, with the Kashyyyk, the 3 Kashyyyk sets. That they really stuck to like one planet, and I feel like it's something they used to do a lot of, so it's nice to sort of see that connectivity between the theme in a few ways. But yeah, I honestly don't remember all that much from the Star Wars Summer Wave. I know there's the Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack, the buildable battle droid. There's Chopper, I think, in May. There's the B-Wing, or not a B-Wing, that's what I'd like. I'd love to see a B-Wing, the U-Wing, which I'm quite excited for that one, from Andor Season 2. Should be interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely interested with Star Wars this year, but I don't find the theme itself to be as interesting as others. Especially like I think of like Lord of the Rings that has Bag End and the Balrog set coming out. Very excited for that. You've got the Krusty Burger, the Black Pearl. Now, of course, those are all rumors, but if those do come to pass, extremely excited for those. I don't think I'll be buying the $1,000 Death Star. I don't think it's really. It's just not. I don't. I'm honestly I really love the gunship, the Republic gunship, and I bought the UCS gunship, and I don't love the big Lego Star Wars sets that much. I really prefer like those $200, $300, $400 sets to like the big things, and the it'll be interesting. It's gonna need a lot to seem like a worthwhile set, but if the rumor from this week of it having 40 minifigures is correct, it definitely seems like that's a step in the right direction. But we'll see. It should be an interesting set. It's definitely one I'm excited for. But I don't know if I'll buy it. I think I'd honestly rather just spend the $1,000 and go and get the original playset Death Star. That's been a set that's always stuck out to me as one I've really liked. I'm Canadian, from Ontario, so the south of Canada, and yeah, that's where I'm from. All right, on to the main Panda build itself, which that was only the first bag. My goodness. Okay, well, it's nice. I've been around the U.S. a decent bit, but no, actually I have. I've passed through, or I've gone through Texas once, I think. But yeah, it's definitely not somewhere I've been a lot. But I haven't really been to the U.S. in a couple years, or I guess technically I did go to Detroit a couple months ago and ended up going to a Tigers game there, which was fun. Um, but I for sure wanna get around to every like MLB stadium at some point. So at some point I'll get Rangers and Astros. I I spent probably about a week or two in Alberta, and that's pretty much the max I've spent in Alberta. Is just one stint there of just spending about a week or two there. um, and yeah, I've definitely spent most of my time in Ontario or out east, out in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia and that area. When I'm going around the country. So, but it's yeah, I've driven around Alberta a little bit, and it's definitely just, well, I guess Saskatchewan as well. Just a lot of plains, just. Yeah, I've never been to an NFL game. I go I the team I definitely cheer the most for is the Patriots. But being so close to them, I have a bit of a fondness for the Bills. But at the same time, I honestly don't want to be spending 3 or 4 hours outside in Buffalo in the middle of December. So I don't know if I'll go to a Bills game at some point. But yeah, that would definitely be the closest one for me. But it's one I wouldn't mind getting out to. I passed when I was in Detroit a few months ago, going to a Tigers game. I passed right by Ford Field, and that looked like a nice one with it had a covered roof, and it was definitely a place I wouldn't mind checking out because you don't have to worry about the elements with a covered stadium. Which is what I like about the Toronto Blue Jays up here. Closest baseball team is you've got a covered stadium, so any rain, I guess you're not gonna have snow in the time that the baseball season's going on, but yeah. I definitely Philadelphia for me. I quite like Philadelphia sports teams. I like the Phillies. Funny enough, I just ordered a Phillies hat about a day or two ago. Now that was because I've wanted that hat for a little bit. When they revealed it last year, their batting practice helmet or a hat that has the Philly Fanatic on it, and I've wanted that hat for a little bit. But overall, except for the 76ers, which I'm not a fan of the 76ers one bit. I like Philadelphia teams, and I like Jalen Hurts, so definitely going for the Eagles over the Chiefs, and I'm not all that keen on the Chiefs winning another one, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think my ideal matchup probably would have been Buffalo and Detroit. Would have been when I looked at the whole bracket of playoff teams. That definitely would have been sort of my ideal matchup. I think would have been them, but didn't happen. But the Eagles definitely were sort of probably my number 3 for the thing. But I'm excited to watch it. Not as excited for the halftime show. That's one thing I don't enjoy. Is I'm more there to just watch football and not have to sit through a 30 or 40 minute show that I could care less about, but I'm excited for it, and I'll probably watch the whole thing. Well, watch the whole thing if it's going well. If the Chiefs are up by I don't know, 20 or 30 by the half, I definitely would probably turn it off and head to bed. But we'll see. See how it goes. Yeah, I'm excited to watch that, and it should be good. Should be fun. All right, what am I doing here? Okay, that looks fine. Second leg of this Panda, and we'll be done with that, and then 3 more bags after it to finish it off. But I like these buildable animals they've done the last little while. I think they've looked quite nice, and I definitely like them. The giraffe, I think, was probably my favorite one of them, but it's been a long time since I had a meal from Panda Express. There's one not all that far from me, but it's probably been years since I had a meal from Panda Express, but I once enjoyed that stuff. It was enjoyable, even though I can't remember at all what I ordered from the place, but I certainly enjoyed, I think, what I had. It's been a long time since I had it. All right. Funny enough, though, I think this Panda is probably my least favorite of the bunch of the builds. So it's the Penguin's definitely my favorite one, which I'll get to at some point. Getting around to building that one. It should be a fun one to put together, and then the Orca looks exciting as well. Always been quite drawn to pandas, or penguins. I quite like them. And this one, when I saw the set, it was around sort of the time that like Pesto, the big baby penguin, was going all viral, and yeah, this set definitely reminded me of that penguin. Yeah. All right. Okay. This needs to be. It's not really stable yet. Okay, that will help with the stability. Now that both legs are in there. Alright. Alright, this bag 2 is almost done, and then it's I think the main structure, main body of the penguin, and my goodness, the 2 names way too similar to the panda. There we go. That's this animal, not a penguin. You know, I really would have liked, though, to complete the animal, because it would have fit the colors. It probably just would have been a bit too small for them to do. I would have, to complete like the trio of animals that have the same colors, and start with a P. I definitely would have liked to see this be a puffin. It also helps that like the puffin is one of my favorite birds, and I would have really liked to add as a Lego set. I saw a mock not that long ago of a of a puffin, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And yeah, that would have been, I think, a better choice than the orca. As cool as the orca looks, to complete the trio of animals starting with P that have the same black and white colors, but of course, no, there's some orange in the penguin, so they could have made it work. Yeah, they should have done a puffin instead of a orca. I think that would have been a better choice, but I still like the look of the orca. Definitely looks quite nice. All right, bag 3. I think throughout the last few bags of this set, there's been some newer pieces that I really haven't seen before. This half oval tile right at the foot of the penguin. It's an interesting one. Definitely could be an interesting building piece. I wouldn't mind seeing it in a modular building or something like that. But yeah. All right. Some more pieces. I'm liking how this one's looking so far. Now, I don't think it's gonna be too big, which is nice. I like nice, smaller display pieces. I think that's more just me realizing that I have no more space to put stuff, and that sort of need more shelving and stuff like that. But all right. Yeah, oh, I didn't get it wrong. I just didn't place. Actually, no, I did. Did I? All right, that'll do it. There we go. One theme I am quite excited for the summer that seems interesting is Lego Marvel. The Oscorp Tower seems interesting, especially at a playset level. I like the sound of that. They must just add a whole bunch of these printed dot pieces lying around that they needed to stuff in sets. There's 4 of them here. It's all going to be covered, so there's no point in the print, really. They must just had a bunch of them and needed to fit them in something, and they chose... Actually, no, never mind. It makes sense. You use these eyes later on for the penguin as well as the orca. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. Just this build doesn't need it. It's interesting when you're building these and you get sort of the weird pieces that are going to be used for one of the secondary builds, and I guess it's the same case with the other ones when you're building those. It's interesting just playing a guessing game of what's going to be used for the other ones. But another Spider-Man summer set is the Peter Parker apartment set, which seems interesting. It's supposed to fit atop the bodega from January for Across the Spider-Verse. So I'm excited for that one. But yeah, the things I'm definitely most excited for: the Black Pearl, the Krusty Burger from The Simpsons, and then the 2 Lord of the Rings sets are definitely the things I am most excited for the rest of this year, and will for sure be ones that I am quite keen to pick up as quick as I can, especially the Black Pearl. The original one was my favorite Lego set for a long time. I really loved building it, and am very excited for a new Black Pearl, and I'm excited to display my original Black Pearl with the new one. That should be fun, but I'm expecting with all the new techniques and how things are built now, the new one is going to completely blow the old one out of the water, which it's going to be funny. But my favorite set right now, I think, is of all time is probably The Office. But when that one sort of became my favorite set and took it over from the Black Pearl, my feeling was that if they ever do make a Black Pearl again, that will likely be it. That will probably be my favorite thing. And wouldn't be shocked if it is when that does release. I guess one bit of LEGO news, the Crossroads set, or whatever it's called now, for LEGO Ninjago, the modular building for May of this year, did leak this week with one image for it. It looks quite nice. It's one I am for sure excited for. I don't know if I'll be buying it March 1st. Definitely, actually, no, I won't be buying it March 1st. I've already buying the Formula 1 sets. Not gonna buy more sets. I don't think is necessarily the best thing to do. So I'm gonna wait on that. But for sure we'll get it at some point. There's some minifigures in that one that I'm excited for. Also some that I'm sort of disappointed that they didn't include from Dragons Rising, because it seems sort of in a way like very much a mix of like the last few seasons of the just regular Ninjago show before it went into Dragons Rising, and a few Dragons Rising characters in it. It's sort of an interesting choice of minifigures, but some cool ones nonetheless. The build seems interesting enough, but definitely for sure need full HD big pictures of it before I make any judgment on the build itself. But getting a new Harumi outfit, that's kind of exciting, and it should be an interesting one. Definitely one that I'm excited to pick up. What have I done here? That's my world. Oh, I see. Wouldn't be a build stream without a few mistakes, which that one is not as much, but getting through it now, and I think 4 and 5 are pretty much small bags, which I'm excited to. Gotta get some work done for today, some buildings to design, some buildings to cost, and yeah, that's my evening tonight. We'll be doing that. I have a model to make for a building, which I think when you get into like architecture and you're looking at it and you look at like the models that people put together and you're like, that is so cool, and you just never think of how much time it's going to take, and then when you actually build one, they are such a pain to do. Luckily I haven't had to do one in a few months, but yeah, it's caught up to me and now I have to do one. I'm not entirely excited, but it's a simple one, so it's shouldn't take too long, and once I get it done, I have that done, dusted, and hopefully I don't have to do any more for a while, but we'll see. And this weekend I need to work on a minifigure series, Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim series, which excited to put out, but I need to actually get some work done on it so that it can come out at a reasonable time, and so that I can move on to the next one, so that I can move on to the next one after that, because the next one after that has a bit more of a time crunch, considering that it needs to come out at an specific day in March, at the start of March, potentially March 2nd. It is March 2nd, which gives it away on what the series is. I'm quite excited for it, and I honestly, I don't know who I'm going to put in it. It's sort of a mix of a bunch of things, because it's a certain certain show. All right. There we go. On to bag 4. I think it's the arms and then probably the head of this Panda. Had a presentation earlier today for some items, which was fun to do, and another one earlier in the week for sort of just building design concepts, which is fun. I feel like I used to almost fear them a little bit, and now I just get into them, and I feel perfectly fine just doing them, and it's nice having that confidence to just do them. It's nice, yeah, this definitely it's coming together quite nice. I'm impressed with this one. I need to see who designed this one, but I don't know enough about like the creator 3-in-1 designers, but I'm pretty sure some of them sort of move around, so I feel like this set could have been designed by like one of the designers that I just know, and I wouldn't be shocked by that because it's just very well built, but I'm sure they have very, very talented creator expert, which, my goodness, I keep saying creator expert, which is not even a theme anymore. 3-in-1. But the dragon that they released in January was kind of cool too. The medieval dragon. But yeah, one thing I need to sort of think about for LEGO is what I'm going to buy for the Bricklink Designer Program coming up. Wave 4, 3, 4, something along those lines. There's a few builds I really like, but at the same time, I'm not going to just go out and spend $600 on LEGO builds on a whim. It's just not, even if those sets are going to go up in value and are worth it. I'm not sure, because there's a medieval docking area with a castle built into it that's quite exciting. There's also a western train that's quite nice. And I don't know, like, I like the castle and I'd probably want that more, but at the same time, there's a Wolfpack castle for the Bricklink Designer Program coming out relatively soon, and I know I want to buy that one. So, yeah, I sort of split on it, and I don't know which set I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have to look at them, but I'm gonna limit myself to what ones I'm buying, and I'm not just gonna go out and spend $600 on LEGO Bricklink Designer Program sets, no matter how cool they are. Just not gonna do it. And yeah, I got the general store not that long ago, and that sort of, I guess, fits in that sort of western theming, so the train would kind of go well with it. But at the same time, I know that if I start buying LEGO trains, it's a bad path to go down. It's a path that I will continue buying. Because I'll go to like LEGO conventions, look at the train builds, and really like them and really want to build my own, and then I remind myself, don't do that. Don't do that, because you're going to want to buy all of them. And yeah, so collect too many things as it is. So holding myself off from trains, and I do kind of already have one Western themed train, as I've got the Lone Ranger one, which I don't have built. It's all in pieces and really is not much of anything anymore, but had it at one point built. That was a nice one. The whole theme was quite cool. I liked it. Can't remember anything from the movie, but I do remember that I was very, very much excited when that film came out. Got a lot of the merchandise for it and was quite excited. It was a fun time. All right, wow, this bag is really going fast. The arms, and then it'll be the head of this guy, and then that's that. That is your creator. 3-in-1 Panda for January 2025. Can't believe it's the last day of January. It's felt like, to me, it's felt like a very quick month. I guess maybe it's just that I had so much to do and time just feels like it's flying by. Yeah, it really felt like a very quick month to me. And on to the second month of the year tomorrow. Oh, I forgot something. There was mystery bags of like a Pokemon thing that I kind of wanted to buy, but I forgot about it. But at the same time, it's not a bad thing. Me forgetting about it saved me $150. Now I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow because there's some custom minifigures that I'd like to buy. Sugar. I don't think that's today. I think that's tomorrow. I need to look. I actually do need to kind of look at that. I hope I didn't miss that. I don't think I did. I'm gonna have to look at that. One of my, some really nice custom minifigures that I quite like are going on sale today. So, one, or maybe not today. I would need to check after this stream, which I will. I don't think they're on sale yet, and I'm gonna check before this stream ends if those mystery things are still in stock, but I know they didn't last that long last time, so I doubt they are, but we'll see. Who knows? Alright. Okay, there is the body of this penguin. Panda, not penguin. Hey, I will keep saying penguin. I don't know why. Can't not think about penguin that I guess, yeah, I don't know. My next build, the next buildable creator 3-in-1 set that I want though, I want a puffin. Well, I guess they did the birds last year, like they did 1 or 2. I don't remember how many they did. I don't think it necessarily did too well, so I don't think they're continuing the line. But I really want a Lego puffin. I just don't know how limited puffins are. Like, is it too niche of a bird? Like, I think people know puffins. I'm pretty sure they're not only in Newfoundland. I'm pretty sure they're around. Yeah, they definitely are. They for sure are. But I want a Lego puffin. Building this set and building animals like it, I want a Lego puffin for sure. Very much so. All right, the last bag of this set, and where is this bloody piece? There it is. Now I just need to find another one. The one thing about putting this set together is that the pieces are 2 colors, pretty much. They're either black or they're white, and they're all slopes too. So they all look very much the same. But there's a few tan bricks throughout it that I guess will come in play for the other builds of the set. But yeah, very excited to build the penguin at some point, as well as the orca. I think I'm going to do the orca next, because I plan on the penguin being the one that I sort of keep. But I will, if I really like the orca, I don't think I'm going to do it for the panda, but if I really like the orca's build, I might have to buy 2 of these so that I can have both animals. I don't think I'm going to want to keep the panda. I think I'd rather have one of the other 2. which of course should be the builds that aren't done as well. This will be sort of the best build of the bunch, considering it's the main one. What is the, it's, okay, so it's Panda family, so I guess the other builds are Orca family and Penguin family. Yeah, I like this one. It's well built. It's an enjoyable build. There's nothing all that special, I'd say, when it comes to building techniques. One thing though from since last week's stream that I didn't discuss, which I will be discussing for the next 10 minutes or so that this stream lasts, because I don't believe this part will take any longer than that, is Lewis Hamilton driving with Ferrari, which is, I think I'm used to it now, but I didn't really, I knew it was happening, but I sort of forgot, and then I opened my phone to just images of Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari race gear. It was certainly quite the sight, and crashed the car a couple days ago in the training or the testing. But yeah, the season's really heating up, the Formula One season. Can't wait to see in a week or two the big reveal show or whatever they're calling it. That none of the drivers seem to want to go to. I'm also surprised there hasn't been anything from like the Grand Prix Drivers Association about the new swearing penalties. Quite ridiculous, but I'm surprised there just hasn't been anything about it. Definitely seems like would have been, but I very excited for the new Formula One season, and very excited to start that March by building Lego Formula One sets. Can't wait for those Speed Champion sets, along with the start-finish line with the Sauber and VCAB car, or now Racing Bulls, I think is just the name of the team, is just Racing Bulls. I might actually need that cheese slope that just fell on the ground. Or I'll just use one from another bag. Alright. Last stages of this one. Definitely it was a fun build. I enjoyed it. I think after this one I want to get the other animals that they've made. I think they've done a good job with those. Don't know which one's necessarily my favorite of the bunch, but this one definitely feels like a highlight, and I quite like it, especially the Orca. The Orca looks really good. The Penguin sort of looks like the third build of the bunch. This one definitely looks, from just the images, like the main build. It definitely seems like it's treated like the main build. Of course, it is the main build. It's the one on the box. But I don't know. It's just interesting to see. All right. Oh, interesting. That's how the eyes are put in there is actually quite cool. I like how they did that with the ball joint pieces. That's fun. I quite like that. Oh, okay. Is this thing... Oh, is it built upside down? Interesting. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Wow. Had you build the head pretty much upside down, and then you turned it over, and it was all good. That's actually cool how they put that together. Definitely the head is sort of the... Oh, no, never... Wait, is it? No. no, this is gonna be, okay, it's not upside down. That was just getting like the chin of it. Never mind. It's still fun to put together though. This is definitely sort of the most fun, I guess, built up part of it. Definitely has the most intriguing of building techniques of the set. But, yeah. Alright. Oh, that's the ears. I was wondering what that was. Okay, I've done that correctly. Thought I might have done it wrong, but... Alright, where did I put that? It's certainly not here. Well, I can't find a piece. That's nice. It's probably in the bag somewhere. That's bag 5. The rest of what I need to do is there. Alright. Okay, let's break things while I'm doing it. Yeah, I certainly don't see it there. Alright, well, I will look around for it, but I'm going to finish the build as it is right now. It will just be, this will just be the it'll be all beat up. It'll be the scratch. It's missing an ear. It's been beat up. The poor little panda's been mauled by something, and it's missing an ear. And hopefully at some point I'll find said ear, and the panda will have an ear once again. Poor panda. Alright, at least it has a nose. It's just missing an ear. Built up. My goodness, can I not build things correctly? Alright, let's see. Oh! That's it. That answers the issue. I put a piece down twice. The panda has an ear again. Alright, well that solves that issue. Well, couldn't get through a stream without making some sort of mistake on the build. Today just happened to be panda ears. Yeah, that's a bit better. This has been a rough last bag. It's good that this is the end of this build, because I think this panda would be missing a lot more if it had started earlier. That face is really good. You know, some Lego buildable characters just have really odd looking features. This one, these two really, very well done. Very, very well done. Alright, I should bag up those extra pieces, considering I'm assuming that they might come into play for the other builds. I'm not sure of that, but I'll check. It might be. Alright. Alright, here's the somewhat, you know, the more I look at it, the somewhat creepy it looks. It looks good, but at the same time, there's something about it that's a little bit creepy looking. There's your main build. Got your little bit of bamboo, little baby panda, and the big one. And that is the panda family. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I've got a Pokemon video coming out. Monday will be the usual weekly vlog. Wednesday will probably be some sort of Lego review that I'm yet to film. Actually, never mind, I did film Lego Marvel Mechs. So, next Wednesday and Saturday will probably be Lego Marvel Mechs. Need to get around to that last City Formula 1 set to build. And next week's Friday stream, I do not entirely know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be an Ninjago set that I have ready to go. Might have to split that one into two, considering that this one goes for about an hour. There's about half the pieces of that one, so we'll see. But let me check right now to see if that those thingies that I was talking about, the mystery bags, if they're sold out, at least they are. That's probably a good thing because it saved me $150. That's good. Alright, well that's that for today. Thank you for anyone watching the stream now or in the future. I hope you enjoyed seeing this panda being built. And that's it for today. I'll see you on the next one next Friday, around the same time, same place. And see you then. Probably building a Ninjago set. So that's today. And see you next one. Bye.